See, our section, it got different it break down, you know what I'm saying? So I like my section, say right now you got the Fisher Project. They had the light side, the dark side. They the biggest section in our area, you know what I'm saying? So they like, you know, they the project. But then you got Algiers, you know what I'm saying? You got Algiers, and then you got these the cliques. Algiers, they bang Suwoo, and then you got the Fisher, them do like 150.
That's exactly where I was going with it. I was about to say, is it gang affiliation in any of y'all neighborhoods?
Well, really tell the truth, the way it is like that would. You might well ask about the California boys for all that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So back in the G, they had some cats like in the late 80s, early 90s before everything y'all ever heard of, you know what I'm saying, was California boys. So when I was in jail, I'm in the hole, and they had a cat next to me, you know what I'm saying? He was an older cat, and he asked me where I was from. I told him I was from Algiers. He was like, you know me? I was like, no. He was like, man, my name Breeze. He like, I'm one of the California boys. And I always heard about them growing up because I was young when it happened, you know what I'm saying? And he was a Crip. You dig? Yeah. But then I got swung to another jail. You heard me? I got swung to another jail, and I run across another California boy, but he was a younger kid, and he was a blood. Yeah. And I told him, I'm like, man, you know how you a blood when I run across homie, and he was a Crip, and he was like, nah, what happened was that was my uncle. He like, man, that's my blood uncle.
Family went down.
Yeah, he said we moved to another neighborhood. You heard me? And by us moving to another neighborhood, that's why we grew up around that right there.
Around the red.
They both had came from you know what I'm saying, from California. Whatever, you know, and
that's like me.
They used to be bringing that work down, and the way it transpired was like when they came down. By us already banging wards, a lot of people inside the city didn't take to it. You heard me? They already banging their section in their wards. Yeah. So they came over on our side, and like, you know, some people in the Algiers was with it, you know what I'm saying? That's why you can hear dudes call themselves Suwoo and High Block and all that stuff now, but they didn't really take as much more than Mary Poppins off in JP. Now, Mary Poppins, them dudes really was Bloods, and the niggas in Pepper Walks in the back of Manhattan, they really was cripping. You know what I'm saying? They was really with it, and you know, don't quote me on this, but I think the dudes in Harvey, you know what I'm saying, in Scottsdale, I think they were claiming like 5 dudes Hoover or whatever. And plus Kansas City, you know what I'm saying, they were playing Bloods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of Hoovers. It's a couple 60s, but it's a lot of Hoovers there.
Right, you know, for sure. But like now another thing I want to say too, you got Terrence Gangsta Williams. They call themselves the High Boys. Now the Magnolia, they used to wear camouflage. Yeah. But they call they click the High Boys. When you think about high, red. Okay, then you think about they used to have the jalapeno red. Yeah. You know, then they say you was high.
Grade to the motherfucker, but it's hot though. Red.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I'm just showing like, you know, he keep it real on his note. He keep it real on his note. He like, man, you know, we never did that. But at the same time, you know, if you take what y'all was calling yourself, and then you got the dudes called Bird Game, there was with Jim Jones in them. Yeah. So, you know, Jim Jones was banging too.
Yeah.
So if you take
they better than
you take the Magnolia, the boys in the Magnolia, they Bird Gang, and the High Boys, they was from out the Magnolia. You coordinating all this, and then you got Wayne, he start banging. So next thing you know, you got an influence on that. You just
was Wade and them cripping first though? Keep it real.
Nah,
we seen Blue Rags in the videos, and they claimed that he was cripping.
They wasn't banging.
I just want to know.
They wasn't banging. I'm gonna be honest with you. Know they laughed at that. They laughed at niggas that was banging. You heard me? What I'm saying they laughed at that. That's why niggas in the 15. You know, like I said, the California boys was popping it off. They was with it, but you'll see somebody with a red rag, but then you start slowly not really seeing it. But you went in Mary Poppins, I put on everything I love. Them niggas banged. Them niggas was flamed up, and then you went to Pepperwalker back of Manhattan, nigga blue rag. They was really going at it. You see what I'm saying? But like you know, Wayne them nasty went that until like later on, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Yeah. We all seen it. The world seen it when they first started really taking action to it.
Yeah, when Birdman and everybody.
Yeah. You being a female out there in New Orleans, right? And you said you coming out the 3, all this gangster shit that's going on. What's the craziest shit you found yourself a part of without being no police type shit, because females, this what people don't realize, females got a lot of stories too, because they right there, whether they nigga coming home bloody after they just bust something, whether he done bust something and ran back to the car, you got to drive, right, you don't know, it's always a girl close by that got the whole real story. You know what I mean? Like, but like, what's the craziest shit either that been adjudicated or just crazy outside of murder type shit that you been through?
So much crazy stuff. Like, if I could name one, there was this one time I had got set up. It wasn't even my fault though, but I got set up by this dude because he claimed that I got him shot up and all that. And I'm like, boy, I'm not even playing like that. Like, for real, I be to myself, I'm to myself, but people just think because I just be around. Like, I'm neutral with everything. I know people, I'm cool. I could go here, there, everywhere if I wanted to. Like, so people just, when they see that kind of like lifestyle and stuff, they kind of like, it make you question like your not authority, but like, who you with, like what you got going. So I'm just like, I'm being me.
Guilty by association.
Right. Yeah. And I'm just me, like I'm just chilling. So
I do that.
Yeah, dude thought I set him up, he got shot up or whatever. Next thing you know, I'm walking down the street to my house or whatever, and I see a black SUV following me. Mind you, I'm knowing, like, I watch everything. I'm on everything. Man, this how I knew. I walked across the street, ran, that bitch followed the fuck out me. Man, I ducked down under the car. That bitch went past, backed the fuck up. And I had to jump the gate to get him to my little apartment complex. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, see, I already knew because then dude text me talking about something. You set me up. Like, nah. Like, come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You trying to get me killed? Come on now.
So right after the play go left, he so emotional that he
texted me.
Yeah. 1 + 1 = 2. I'm talking about when you wake up and when you go to sleep. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. Math don't never change. So yeah, that shit crazy. Yeah, that's crazy though. So why did he figure that? Why he thought that you?
I mean, honestly, I really couldn't tell you like what was going through his mind. He kind of retarded, so I really ain't nothing but me. So, but
go ahead, Mikey. Did Mikey get us some waters?
Yeah, I really couldn't. I really couldn't tell you. No, I really couldn't tell you what's going on in his mind. That was your man's,
and y'all just broke up and all that.
I mean, I stopped with him. Yeah, like I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? You kind of slow. I'm not trying to fuck with you. You got to be very fast. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get up and go, baby. I'm not about to do all that. You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's just guilty by association.
Yeah,
if you ask me.
He just had a broken heart when he got shot. He like, damn, the bitch, and I ain't calling you a bitch, but damn, the bitch just set me up. Ooh,
just got shot up. So it's like, I guess he just blamed me.
Yeah.
Somebody gotta be responsible other than himself.
So